Hi, and welcome back to this powerful series on how your beliefs create your reality. Today is day 2, and we're diving into something that completely changes the way you manifest your life. We're talking about emotions and how your emotional frequency directly shapes your reality. So, if you've ever wondered why you're not manifesting what you want, even when you're thinking positively, this video is going to explain exactly why. So, let's get into it. Emotions aren't just passing moods. They are energy. They vibrate at specific frequencies, and those frequencies are constantly broadcasting your signal to the universe. So, low frequency emotions like fear, shame, and guilt broadcast contraction, lack, and disconnection, while high-frequency emotions like love, gratitude, and joy broadcast openness, trust, and alignment. So while your thoughts are important, it's your emotions that tell the truth about what you're actually creating. If you're visualizing abundance but feel scarcity, then scarcity is what you're signaling. That's why emotion is the fuel behind belief. So, belief plus emotion equals reality. And we will break this down. A belief is just a thought that you've accepted as true. But it only becomes powerful when it's emotionally charged. So, for example, if you believe you're not good enough and that belief is paired with shame or anxiety, it becomes deeply embedded in your subconscious. It literally filters how you see life, how you show up, and what you allow others to receive. On the other hand, if you believe life supports you and you feel trust, gratitude, and joy, then you begin to see more opportunities, more blessings, and more flow. So emotion doesn't just reflect your belief, it activates it. This isn't just spiritual philosophy, it's also rooted in science. Your brain filters reality based on what you emotionally value. This process happens through something called the reticular activating system. It decides what to notice and what to ignore based on the emotional charge you've assigned to your beliefs. If you constantly feel like life is hard, your mind will seek out proof of struggle. If you feel grateful, your brain will start showing you things to appreciate. And here's the deep part. Your heart actually produces a stronger electromagnetic field than your brain. That means when your thoughts and emotions are aligned, your entire energy field becomes more coherent, and that's what pulls in new experiences. So most of us are walking around with emotional set points we didn't consciously choose. Things like constant anxiety, guilt, or shame from the past, feeling unworthy, always bracing for disappointment. These emotional patterns aren't just moods, they're frequencies, and they are creating loops where the same kind of situations repeat themselves again and again. And if you want to break free from that loop, you need to raise your emotional baseline, and that starts with awareness. The law of attraction responds to emotion. A lot of people say, I'm doing the affirmations, I'm doing the visualizations, why isn't it working? Well, here's the reason. The universe doesn't respond to your words. It responds to your vibration. And your vibration is created by the emotions you feel constantly. So if you want to live in abundance, you have to start feeling abundant before the physical evidence shows up. That's the key. Feel it first, and the external reality will catch up. Okay, so how to shift your emotional frequency? Let's talk about how to actually shift your emotional frequency and start aligning you with your ideal life. Here are a few simple but powerful practices. Number 1, gratitude. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways to raise your frequency. Spend 5 minutes each morning writing down what you're thankful for. Feel it deeply. Let it fill your chest. Number 2, move your body. Emotions live in the body. When you move through breath work, walking, or dancing, you release stagnant energy and make space for joy. Number 3, emotional alchemy. Don't suppress negative emotions. Acknowledge them, feel them, then ask, what belief is behind this feeling? And is it true? This simple awareness can shift your emotional state dramatically. Number 4, heart-centered breathing. Place your hand over your heart. Breathe in slowly. On each inhale, feel gratitude. On each exhale, release stress. This helps sync your nervous system to a high-frequency baseline. Number 5, visualize with emotion. Don't just see your future, feel it. When you visualize your dream life, feel the love, the peace, the success. That emotional rehearsal makes it real on a vibrational level. It's not about being happy all the time. Okay? Now let's be real. Raising your frequency doesn't mean forcing yourself to be happy 24/7. Not even close. It means being emotionally honest while still choosing to return to alignment. It's okay to feel anger. It's okay to feel sadness, but don't let those emotions build your identity or your life blueprint. Feel them, process them, then return to the emotional state of your higher self. Okay? So belief plus emotion plus action equals manifestation. When your beliefs, emotions, and actions all align, you become a magnet for transformation. That's the formula. Belief plus emotion plus action equals manifestation. You believe in your worth, you feel empowered, you act with confidence. This is how reality shifts, constantly, powerfully, and in alignment with who you really are. So, as you go about your day, don't just ask, what am I thinking? Ask, what am I feeling? Because that feeling is your real frequency, and that frequency is what shapes your world. Now, here are a few journal prompts to help you deepen today's lesson. 1. What emotional states do I live in most often? 2. What do those emotions say about my deeper beliefs? 3. What emotions would my higher self feel on a daily basis? 4. How can I practice feeling those today? Thank you for watching Day 2. In the next episode, we'll talk about how your identity and self-image are the hidden creators of your reality and how to reprogram them. Until then, remember, feel it first and let your reality rise to meet your frequency.